Today we're going to be speedrunning our 40-second black border, and it's going to be on the map Underground, which is an advanced map. Now, after 41 black borders, we have some pretty cool stats here. Obviously, we use Sada the most because she is the best, but look at our top monkeys: Dart, Farm, and Village, which I guess makes sense because we use them in every single run. But we have popped over 100 million Bloons after 41 black borders, which is just purely insanity. And we've generated $75 million in cash. Don't you wish you can do that in real life? And we haven't actually done too many advanced maps. We've only done 7 of them so far. So I am excited to do another one here. And Underground's not the hardest, but it's not the easiest either. But for this one, we are going to be using Oben, and not just any Oben. I kind of want to use this little fire Oben because I feel like he's in a cave, he's underground, and even his level 10 ability is like a cave instead of a tree. So it fits this map perfectly. Now, obviously what makes this map difficult is the fact that there are 2 lanes, but what makes it easy is the fact that you can kind of cluster everything in the middle and just be ready for everything. But that's also its downfall too, because you think like, oh, I'm just gonna put like a tack shooter here, but then all of a sudden like one balloon will slip through and you lose your whole run. But before we get too far in, don't forget to head on over to settings, click creator support, and type in Dabloon, because every time you buy something from the Ninja Kiwi store, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. Now, hopefully you won't see any of that unfold, but I am going to start the timer, hit play, and then I'm going to drop my Oben right here. Now, for all the beginner ones and probably intermediate, I'm just going to drop darts in the beginning, because what I'm worried about mostly on this map is the speed, because we do have 2 different lanes. So once you do start stacking everything up right here, we have to wait for all the slow balloons, the Moabs, and the big slow ZOMGs take their time around this track. So I think while everything costs super cheap, we're gonna just stack things up front like tacks and darts, or probably, you know, the best would be a druid. The druid's always the best. I try not to overuse it, but it's just too good. It is the best tower in the game. Every time you need something, you think, how can this be solved? Druid. The only thing it can't handle right off the go is camo. But earlier on, I think darts would definitely be the best because these crossbows do reach pretty far and we're able to get them relatively early and for cheap. And even if they do miss, like look at this guy's here to clean it up at the end, which isn't a big deal. Now, after doing a couple of practice runs on chimps and half cash just to make sure I'm not too rusty in my old age, I did find out that Oben's best placement will be over here on the left rather than in the middle, because what he does, as you can see, he's placing these totems kind of everywhere. You'll go to use his ability and it's over here when the Moabs come in this way. And so I feel like the best way to counteract that is to place him here. And then he just puts his brambles anywhere in this section, which covers all Moabs and BFB and stuff. So this is just for beginner mode because I don't even plan to use him. I want to see how many pops he actually had because he's not really doing much. He's kind of bored over there just hanging out, picking grass. And then I read his name and it's Mountain Guardian. I would have never guessed that in a million years. I don't know the names of a lot of things apparently, but I read it as Mountain Goat. And I thought that was kind of funny because he does kind of look like a mountain goat, right? He has those little devil horns on him, but it makes him look kind of like a fiery red goat, like a Pokemon or something. But we should probably buy something else here. And we are going to have lead. I think for lead, we'll just use a regular sniper because Oben, by the time it gets to him, we're already like too far into it. And so far we're going pretty fast. Now, one thing that I forgot as we're doing this series, again, we're 42 maps in, but in the beginning, we were naming our towers. And we have some really cool names. We named the Boomerang Monkey Sokka. We named the Bomb Poppenheimer, and just really cool things like that. So I want to name the sniper today. What do you guys think it should be named? Let me know in the comments below. Come up with some really, really cool names, and I'll put the best ones to a poll on the community tab, and then everyone can vote on it. But I think you guys can come up with some really good stuff here. I mean, I used to call it the Elite Great Fender because the bottom was called the Elite Dumb Fender for a while, but then they made him like really good, so he's the Great Fender. And I still use it a lot to this day. You've seen it a lot in this series. So give me your best sniper names below. Kind of an odd strategy, but it's working. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. For that first Moab though, I feel like we should have just probably gotten one of these so we can just kind of take it out quickly. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell this and oh, I don't have enough for it. Hopefully it'll regenerate in time so we can just take it out quickly. I'm just going to keep hitting that ability though. So it's like instant kill. There it is. That's perfect. And then we are going to have to hit home, hit play, hit advance 3 times, which is pretty insane to be completely honest. It's going to take a lot of time off of it. I know that sounds crazy to think about, but that's where we're at with it. And then for this, again, let's just start some darts up here and then we'll put some bombs or maybe a boomerang just to take care of the leads later on. And then also let me know below how many of you guys are actually using this as a guide still. I know in the beginning, a lot of people are using the beginner ones as guides, but as you guys progress as players, are you still using it for the intermediates, the advanced? Do you wait for me to produce some of these that are more harder so you guys can use them as chimp strategies? Or do I got most of you just hanging out, chilling, having a good time watching some balloons being popped by some mountain goats? But now the strategy I want to use today for chimps, I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be with the Monkey, but the Monkey's not till the very end. I don't want to try to like make it work. It's like a last minute support tower, kind of like throwing down the bottom path glue gunner, at least in my eyes, because it just makes the bad so easy at the end. And you'll see the strategy that I want to hopefully use. I hope it works because I never get them fully corrected to the best because there's always problems on chimps. And since I go at like times 25 speed, because when I practice, I always use the speed mods just so I can get through them quicker and try them out a bunch of different times. It kind of throws off the game a little bit. And so when we test it here, it's the final test, which is the most daring one. And I always forget something. But I'm hoping that my Monkey strategy works, because if it does, it should give us a pretty solid time. I'm calling it a Monkey strategy, but that's not even the main tower. It's not even the second tower. But I'll let you guys build up the anticipation for that later, because that's not here or there. We still got, what, probably another hour. Not on your guys' end, I cut it down. But for me, I still got another like hour and 30 minutes before we can think about getting to chimps mode. Because I know I cut these down to about an hour, hour and 15 minutes in between there usually, but the time that you see is the time that I've been sitting here. So it does, these are a hefty sum and I do them in one go. How about this boomerang? We'll go with the top path. Yeah. And then we'll go with this one on Kylie. And then we'll just put it on last and let him just sit there and hit everything. No, I should probably put another one though. Dang it. I didn't think about that. No, get him. Okay, just to speed it up a little bit more. Put you on last too. Now the last map that we did that I was actually very happy with was Covered Garden. We got it in the top 10. It was the 8th place run. But what was crazy about it is I thought it would be faster. We didn't make any mistakes and we kept everything at the front of the map 95% of the time, just like we're doing now. So what's crazy to me on these maps is like, do some of them come out faster? Are some of the maps slower? Because I felt like there was a long pause on some of those Covered Garden rounds. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, where's the balloons? And even the sniper couldn't see them. And so I'm wondering why some are just so much faster than others. Like Cubism has the longest straight path in any of the maps in the beginning, but yet we were able to stack them at the front and make it our fastest time by a good chunk. I'm just a little confused at the process, but I'm hoping today we can go super fast. It's just obviously half cash and chimps are going to slow us down because we do need to stack everything in the middle just to make sure that we don't lose. But here we go again. I'm just going to keep hitting that ability. Well, actually, I'll wait till the end of 39, but I just can't really see what's going on because we're not seeing any balloons. So I just guess I'm going to hit it right now. Just keep hitting it with both my clicker and my number 2 hotkey. Just hit them both. And we should be doing that on every single stage, but I just don't think about it. My brain doesn't work that well all the time. So we just got to work with what I got. Deflation, I'm thinking, yes. Okay, we'll do it the normal way. So we'll put our open down. We'll put the plane down. This is what I lose time on, and it really bums me out that I'm so slow. But we'll go like this, and then we'll grab this for camo right now, and then we'll just get the thing going. And then I can grab this one, speed it up, and then we'll grab another one if I can fit it. Cool. I should honestly practice that and then practice the hotkeys for the planes just to get them like kind of working. I know I had a comment of someone being like, they're mad at me. They're so mad that I don't use the hotkeys. And it's just, it's not my thing. I'm not like insanely slow without them. So I don't think about it that much. And then like, there's so many letters on my little keyboard that I just can't remember it. Now, a lot of people I know when you're doing the races or the boss events, you'll switch the hotkeys to what they need for that. But I don't know what I need. We just run through these on a whim. So I'd have to remember like, oh, H for my farm. But then it's like at that point, who cares? Because by that time, I've already could have just placed 2 of them down with my mouse rather than just like hit them. But that's just me. But here we go. We're done with that one. So let's hit home, hit triple advance here. Oh, we got the poopy round border. There we go. Standard. Okay, so we're just gonna throw open here and then do the same thing. And this is just regular medium, so I don't see why we can't just do this. And then we'll actually, before we start upgrading the darts, I think we should grab a sniper as well, just to make the little ones easier in case we have any problems. We'll put this there, put them on strong. But there is something I want to address. I just recently put out a video based on a brand new mod that I got from 2D. It was called the white border mod. And as you guys know, black border is the best thing that you can do on a Bloons TD6 map. Well, the mod that 2D let me borrow was a white border mod, which adds to the black border, making it even more crazier with 3 new game modes: double speed, support towers only, and then the crazy one, mastery mode, which makes every balloon the next level up. Now, every time I do a mod in the beginning of the video, I say, thanks to the modding community and so for providing this mod. But on this particular video, I accidentally left out the beginning saying, hey guys, thanks to the modding community for this. But throughout the video, I mentioned it later on. and then I put it in the description. Well, my comments got flamed. I posted the video Friday. I came back, I think it was Sunday morning, and I just see floods of comments of people just saying mean things like, you're a clickbaiter, I downvoted, I've liked all your videos, but now I don't like you. And I was like, geez, what did I do? I mean, I mentioned it was a mod, I put in the description, but because I didn't say it in the first 10 seconds, everyone was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And the funny part is I always do. I just didn't on that video, I forgot, because I redid the intro, but everyone's just like, you're a terrible person. You're predatorial because you didn't tell us in the beginning. But nobody puts it in the title. Like nobody. I would just follow what ISAB and Tootie do. Now I know that the comments are like the loudest ones of all, you know, it's not what everybody thinks, but normally on my videos, I get like a 98 to 99% like to downvote ratio. So they're always pretty high. So thank you guys for that, for liking the videos. But this one had a 93%. So it's still an A up there, right? So it's not an A plus like normal. It's still an A. And it is my fault too, because I am apologizing, because I've played this game for so long that I don't think about the little things. Like to me, obviously it's a mod. Like if it wasn't, everybody would know about it and you'd see everybody posting about it. Like literally everybody. If it was a new white border, you wouldn't get enough of it, right? And then like I have the $2 billion in monkey money. The towers have crazy experience. And so those are just little things that I don't think about because I've been doing it for so long that it's just like, yes, this is a mod. Like it's obvious to me, but maybe not to a lot of you because you might be newer to the game, might be younger, whatever it may be. So I do apologize for that if that's the case. But for my loyal Black Border viewers, were you misled by it? And if you were, I do apologize. But I assure you, I am not the evilest person in the world trying to trick you into watching one of my videos. It just so happened that I didn't say it in the first 10 seconds. And I don't expect you to read the descriptions, but it was there. I did say it throughout the video. So if you hate me, I apologize. You know what's also really strong is just putting alchemists on the sharpshooters. Like it's just, I always underestimate the tower because I'm like, I'm not going to go for crossbows, so why should I get that one? But then when you do it, it's just completely insanity how strong they are. I am a little bummed that I'm seeing the Moabs more than I should, but I don't really have a good alternative to that unless we just kind of went with this one. Yeah, I guess we can go with that one. Sure, let's put one on each side. And this is the kind of thing that I don't like double tracks for because I'm real weird about like having to duplicate the strategies because then I want them to be symmetrical. And like, I guess I should have put Oben in the middle so it could be more symmetrical and then put this guy there. But what are you gonna do? And, but you end up just spending so much money on mirroring the strats. So actually we should do a Moab Assassin for 60, right? And just not even worry about it. I need to know too if at the end of 59, if there's a Moab class, so I can just keep hitting the ability like I normally do on 39. And not have to worry about accidentally hitting like a Moab. Okay, let's go to medium and then military only. I was a little concerned about this one, but then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, to be honest. We could just use like a plane or a heli. Probably a heli early on. I know it's going to go just chaotic trying to use its pursuit going around the whole map. I'm wondering if this would be faster too, putting his brambles down, because just in case something gets out, you don't have to wait as long. I know it's not like huge time here, but just in case, you know? And then we'll put him here and for now lock him in place. Well, I guess lock him in place in the middle so we don't have to wait as long. I mean, technically, I should be driving him around so I can go up the top. Yeah, I guess up here, right? That would be probably smarter. Like, those comments were just mean. And if you haven't seen them yet, you should go check them out. I didn't delete any of them. I didn't take any of them off or block or nothing like that. But they're just, like, hardcore. But see, this is why I don't like using the helicopter, just because he's tripping. He is definitely tripping. He's tripping like the comments were, and he's just going everywhere that he doesn't need to be going. But oh, that was pretty cool though. That's one thing I do want to mention. This is a shorter map too. So like how that camo went all the way around and attacked. So we didn't lose even a second not popping that camo because we still had to pop the other balloons and it had time to pop on the spikes before that. So I think just for regular camo, we'll probably just go with this one. And honestly, if I can get it to the elite defender, I think we'll be good to go. It's just one thing that I need to account for more is that when I do practice, I've said it a million times, I use the faster forwards and they are very, very, very fast. Like I think I've showed you guys in the other videos, if you've never used them, they can make the game lightning fast where you just lose all the time because you can't even place a tower down before round 80, right? And so I use those to just get through as many times as not, because on average it takes about 17, 20 minutes to do a chimps run, 25 minutes if you're on a slower map, whatever. And so I can knock it out in like 3 or 4 minutes, right? But then I don't think about it because it's so fast. You could use the slowest ice strategy in the world and it'll still be lightning fast. So I don't think about that. So when I go to like implement those strategies or what I did onto this game, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually really slow. I should not have used that tower. Why am I using a mortar in the middle when I should be using a helicopter that can fly around the track and get everything? which does kind of limit it though, because we are trying to go so fast, which is a bummer because there's some really cool like ice strategies where you just use the icicle impale and a glue gunner and the towers or the balloons just sit there, you know, frozen like the big old Moab class, and you don't have to do anything and it just sits there and takes it down over time. But it does take a lot of time, which is unfortunate, which we do not have that time to do. We've done that before. I think I used the top path mortar one time and it really did mess up our time. I want to say it was like town center. And sure enough, town center's at 3 hours and 1 minute. Is that correct? Someone could go back and check if they want to. Is that why I was like, there's no way the mortar took an extra 30 minutes to pop. I probably lost a few times, but I'm just saying. Okay, so this tower can take down everything, which is nice. So I'm wondering maybe, yeah, I think Elite Defender's probably the play here. But we are gonna need camo lead, so I'm probably just gonna get a middle path one as well. And I noticed this lately. So we've had this for the last, what, 8 or 9 updates to where you can target a camo specifically, which is really cool. I never use it, but it's a cool idea. But I think just recently, did they like go back to like an old BTD5 camo PNG here? Because it looks different, right? Like it looks more fun. Could just be my eyes because I'm getting older, but that's what it feels like to me. We might as well just put his tree down every time or I guess his little Flintstone cave. We'll put his tree down every time that we can because it doesn't hurt. Because if this guy's taking too long to pop a BFB, or I guess they're only gonna have one BFB, but if he's taking too long to pop a Moab, Oben can over here just trap him and end that round that much faster. So I would love to see an advanced map be in the top 10 because we did have Sunken Columns in the top 10 until I kicked it out with Covered Garden. But Sunken Columns was actually like insanely fast. So I'm really excited to see if we can beat that with this one. And I think we could do it. But for 59, we're gonna go with this one. I think that'll make these faster, hopefully. And then we should probably do this too to make this one faster. No, I don't want that. I want this one like this. So that one. Just to take out the Moabs just a little bit quicker. So I could probably get rid of the chopper because he's just kind of tripping over there again still. So this is good. We got pretty much an Axis of Havoc thing going. Well, not really, huh? We don't have the top path. But he's gonna be like our main Moab damage. He's gonna clean up everything and he's gonna take out those camo leads that we can't attack. And I might as well add some Flavor Flav to it. So remember, if you guys are using this as a guide, you don't need to add all these little extras at the end. It's just why not get more damage? Because even that little bit, that 100 damage right there is still 100 damage faster than not having 100 damage, if that makes any sense. So I just like to throw out as much as I can. And then maybe if I put this here, it'll just suck up the BFBs underneath for 60. Will that actually work? Or will it not matter? We took it out even before that for the most part. That's pretty cool. All right, so again, play, triple advance. There we go. Medium, Apopalypse. This is gonna be super easy. Hopefully I don't mess it up. But my favorite part about Apopalypse is that I don't have to care if I lose a balloon because as it keeps going, the next round comes out. So we don't have to stress if this blue balloon is going super slow to the edge. I kind of want to just do this again, put it at the front. Has anyone found a better tower for Apopalypse than the Druid? I still think he's the best for it. Just early on, he's amazing, right? We'll just keep using this one too. You might as well. And then I'll put the Druid actually here to get some extra pops in early on. This is actually pretty cool. What would be really cool is if Oben at like level 15 or so had permanent brambles. So you could just stack up like 50, 60 of them like the perma spike. And then it's just a devil of a thing. And I think he does. I think they last longer, right? But just, I'm talking big time. Now, normally we'd be using Sada, but I figured on this map, our hero's not going to be our biggest concern until the last few game modes like Chimps, Half Cash, Impoppable. And so I don't think we need Sada, which is cool because we don't get to use Oben as much as we'd like to. I actually really wanted to use the ninja strategy, the Grandmaster ninja strategy, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. But I did practice it a couple of times and I've beaten it. I've even had the video on the strongest strategy in Bloons TD6, which I still believe it is the strongest. Well, I don't know. Does the Mermonkey kind of ruin that because it just breaks the game? I don't know. But the ninja strategy is just tried and true. It's awesome. It's amazing. But for whatever reason, I ran it back like 10 or 12 times like I always do. And I just could not get it to work 100% of the time. Like it will work. And if you're doing a black border run, I would recommend that strategy for sure. But I just was having little struggles with it. And the worst thing I want to do is lose on Chimps mode after spending 2+ hours on this. I don't want to lose on Chimps. So I found a better strat. But Oben is perfect for that strategy. And that's why I kind of went with him for this whole thing. But then we ended up using a different strategy anyway. But we still are missing a few heroes. I don't think I've used a Zealey yet. I had to stutter there because I was going to say Eliza. I love calling her Eliza. Everyone loses it in the comments. But my buddy from Australia called her Eliza one time. And I was like, are you kidding? And I couldn't tell if he was, but it stuck with me. And so now I always call her Eliza. And I get a million comments of Eliza, Eliza. But it's just like an inside joke between me and my buddy. And I roll with it. But we haven't used Psy, Eliza, Corvus. I'm not a Corvus fan. Too intricate for me. I have no idea what to do. I should take some time to learn it, but why? I'm content with what I do, right? It's like, I really like driving a sports car, and you're like, you gotta drive a truck though. But I'm like, I get where I'm going with a sports car. I like it, you know what I mean? But they're like, no, you gotta try a truck. Well, I don't want to. And so maybe it's the best thing in the world, but I don't want to try it. Corvus stresses me out. He's too much work. I think we're pretty good here. I don't think anything's going to get past us for a good chunk here. So I feel like I'm safe to go for a marketplace. But we're talking another, what, 10 rounds to get there? So we're on round 21. Let's see. So it actually only took 6 rounds, and I did get $1,000 from the farm. So that helped out a lot too. I forgot that it like pays itself. So that probably had a lot to do with it. Have you guys noticed though in this series that I get the farms, and on Impoppable, I'll sell them. And usually on alternate Bloon rounds, I'll sell them for like the big plane. But on these earlier rounds, I end up forgetting to sell them, and they'll make their own money back. But I feel like I only made like a couple of grand on them, because the point is you're supposed to sell them later for something, and I forget. And so then I'm just like having the farm just to slow down the beginning to not actually use it for what it's for by selling for something better, faster, right? Like right now I could sell it and grab this guy quicker and we'd be moving faster, but I always forget. Thought I'd change it up a little bit and add 2 wizards on with a 0-3-2, because now I have Dragon's Breath, which I think shoots out 2 or 3 fire beams now with the camo, so we can take out 59 without a problem. And these guys would have been able to do it anyway because they have the criticals, plus they have the alchemist. Not the most reliable, that's why I went with this too. But now I seem to take out mobs a little quicker. So I'm wondering, just like, I don't know, is that goofy? Yeah, these just cost so much. I just don't really see the point. But I mean, I didn't make it too far. It's not the worst thing. And I guess, of course, we could upgrade them. I'm just lazy. We'll go like that, like that. There we go. So I guess I'm safe to sell this farm finally and then just get this for around 60, right? Now, okay, so there are definitely, okay, I'm so confused. Oh, it's because it's Apopalypse, dummy. Okay, I was like, there's not that many Moabs on round 59. This is kind of insane. Now, is reverse just literally going to be the other side? It is. That's funny. Okay, so we'll just put Oben here and just, well, I guess we could have put him the other way. But we're going to put you here and do the same exact thing. I actually didn't plan for this, but I upgraded this one first. And then this one, if it misses, Oben's right there to clean it up. So we're really not wasting any time. So it's actually working out pretty well. Now it could be faster, but we have 2 lanes. You just got to accept the fact that it won't be the fastest in the world, right? It's not going to be cubism at 2 hours and 16 minutes. But given that we do have 2 lanes, we have to split up into 2 different towers on each side. I feel like this is pretty solid. Now we did just fine on Covered Garden without farming barely at all into like the last couple of game modes. But I do have this idea that like right now we're not doing as hot as I'd like to, because every time I go for a farm, that's when things start to get overwhelming, which is kind of funny. But I'm thinking that since it's already round 37, we have 20 rounds left. So it's still a lot of rounds to go for. If I can build up like a plane and actually sell the farms to use it, using these guys to carry us there, I do feel like we can knock this thing out pretty quickly. Oh, it's reversed. It's the other way. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. I put it on the right side. I was like, should I have it over here so it can catch it over here? But it is reversed. So my point being is that now I can start using a plane, because these things are going to carry everything for sure. He's our lead popper. They're lead poppers. Everyone's a lead popper. And we can start building this. So yeah, there was like maybe 4 or 5 rounds that we kind of went a little slow on and that went around the track. But other than that, I feel like this is pretty good. Plus we can sell both these for 10 grand, 14, 18,000, roughly 18 grand. So we need $5,000. That's it. And we can sell everything for it. Will that be faster? Well, you know, it would be for sure faster just using these, selling these 2 and keeping these there. So that's 10,000. So all we need is 13,400, which isn't that big of a deal. And then we'll start zooming through this thing. So there we go there, there we go there, we buy that, and now we're good. Okay, I think that is better, because now we're not gonna really see any balloons. We'll see little tips of them here, little popping noises, or maybe when we go to fight the BFB, but again, I can use a Moab bomb for that one right here. But then again, there we are. We're at 48 minutes and 35 seconds. We normally get to hard mode at 48-minute mark. So what is going on? How are we going slow? We're going so fast. Maybe I miscalculated in the beginning, and you know what I truly think it is? I think it's the Druid. I think if we just spam Druids and have a way to pop Moabs, so get like a Spectre and 10 Druids, you are going to be fine because the Druid is an instant kill off the screen and you just can't beat that. I don't care what tower you're using, it's gonna be faster. But I'm gonna keep hitting that ability right now. I don't think there's anything at the end of 59, so I'm safe to just keep smashing the Moab Assassin ability. And we take it out quick. There we go. Yeah, we did actually off the screen. That's what you were looking for right there. And now I think we're on to hard mode. Yes, there's our silver border. Hard mode, here we go. Now I can start with Oban, I believe. Yes, I can, so that's cool. And I'll put one here, but I just don't think that's the play right now. I think we need to move it up a little bit faster. Now, as far as safety goes, we're not gonna have any problems till like alternate Bloon rounds, Impoppable, maybe half cash. But for this stuff, like, you have all these different angles of approach. So it's advanced, I guess, because there's 2 lanes and it's shorter, but it is pretty easy when you look at it like that. As soon as you click this guy, you stop seeing Bloons, like as many of them as you were. And it just cuts it by 90%. You barely see the red slipping through once he takes down like a green or a yellow or something. And then once you click Hard Thorns, you barely see anything. And even though it's not like instant taking out everything, you could get a second one and make that pretty much a reality, or the fact that it's still better than most towers. Like, look at the Dart Monkey. Even with the crossbow, he's struggling hitting everything at the front of the stage. So the Druid is better. Just one Druid is better than all of that anyway. So petition to make a tower just as good as him. They tried with the Top Path Boomerang by making it 650 for his cool glaive ricochet. I think it's the ricochet, right? But it's still just not good enough. Like, it'll let Bloons slip pretty far. This one is just a monster. You pair him with like the Asada and you're done. Or like a bottom path wizard. No, just like a 0-2-2 wizard, right? Just the flame wizard and you're fine. And it'll carry all the way to 40 without losing. Put the wizard like right here so it hits both tracks, good to go. Which is just complete insanity. Like, I love the tower. It is my favorite tower. Spirit of the Forest is the boss of all bosses, the ruler of all worlds, the king of kings. But sometimes I'm just like, come on, man. Come on, man. I don't want to use you again. Like, you're just too good. It's like putting Kobe in all the time. Like, let him sit. Let him take a little break. So for this one, I just got 4 farms top path, and I'm going to get them to marketplaces. But first, I want to make my little dream team here better. And we can take out this first Moab. Hopefully, I can get the 1405 Berserker Brew. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Or did I? No, I didn't, because I didn't buy the thing. Okay, well, that's fine. Because I'm going to try what we just tried before, but a little bit better. So I'm going to get 4 farms this time and sell them all for... Well, now we're going to 80, so I don't know if it's smart to sell it for just a regular Spectre. Maybe we can sell 2 of them. And see, that's where I have the problem, and I'm not exactly sure when to sell, when to do all that. And that's why I just end up keeping them till the end, because I'm like, I don't know. But now this should be pretty solid. We can go for at least 2 of them. So I ended up just buying all 4, and then I put Oban's tree down in case something like gets a little too far, but it's really not that bad. He didn't even get 1 pop in there until now when I just hit that, and I think a village will be cool. Because honestly, the Spectre can carry us all the way to 80 without any problems. It'll take down 78, 76, 63. So we could just sell everything for it and be done. But then at the same time, like, I do want to take it a little bit further, maybe buy 2 of them, so maybe not sell everything. We can do that too right now, actually. We could buy a second one right here. I think if we sell everything right here, yeah, we have enough for this one right here. And then I think if we sell these, we have enough for a second one. And is that faster? That should be pretty fast. And then I could even stronger stimulate them if I want to. And they're flying at the perfect cross angle thing here, so I'm very happy with it. We have our trees in case something gets by. I don't think we're gonna have any problems. We could even put a druid in front of Oban and that one. That's pretty cool. So that's even stronger. Sell you then. But does Oban's buffs and the jungle drums, does that affect his brambles? No, right? Or his little vines? I think it just affects his main attack, but still it's pretty cool. Now this should significantly speed up our time. We're not seeing any trace of any Bloon. It's just completely gone. Between the druid and between the plains, we're good. Honestly, I should just add more just to make it even better. Like, yes, this is fast. I do not see any Bloons coming out, but it's also very boring. I have, what is that, 6 druids here and the plains, and there's nothing to do. They should implement like a little game of Snake over on the side so you can also play that while you're waiting for stuff. And like maybe that game of Snake will allow you to get a couple more bucks if you do it correctly on any mode that's not chimps. Like, how cool would that be? So I can sit here and wait for these plains to destroy everything, but also have fun. Like, that's pretty cool. Add another one of these because I can. Should have just put like a bunch of these out so they can take down the big old stuff a little easier, right? So if I just had a map full of the 300s, that would be pretty cool for round 80 because, well, no, at that point, just buy the Moab Assassin or the Moab Eliminator, right? It's just bummer that we cannot use the sub, which we could technically. We could sell everything and buy a top path Monkey and then buy a sub and then like one shot the ZOMG. But I feel like that would take longer than just like doing it this way. But I guess we'll see, right? Because we could possibly have that thing ready to go, the top path right now, and then quickly sell everything for first strike. And I'm assuming that would have it be beaten by like here. Yeah, probably like right there, I'd have that all done. So let's see how fast we take it down normally. Yeah, dude, that's slow. That is so slow, but like same speed. I feel like it's the same speed. So play, triple advance, underground, hard, magic monkeys only. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna put you here for this one. Yes, you there. So I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm using the druid because it's bomb for this. It'll speed things up tremendously, right? But I'm thinking about speed and only speed on this. So I need money. I think the best way to get money would honestly be the bottom path alchemist because I want to get the druid, but $5,200 is so much money. It'd be way too far into the game for that. So I'm thinking if we have like the lead one by lead time, that gives us a lot of money. I think that it even buys back the lead, dude. And then if we got rubber to gold, we can shimmer up front. Let me think here. So like here, put this guy, larger potions, put him on last. Now the problem is I think the druid's gonna do all the damage to it and just kind of make it broken. So how do we take out the camo on 33 without making the round take forever? Well, we would need one of these guys, that's for sure. So we'll put him here, here. Luckily, I don't think we can go any slower than what we're doing. So this is trial and error with the plan that I want, but I think there's no problems with it. Maybe round 40 could be awful, but we'll figure it out. I actually just realized I don't really have a good way of popping the Moab. This is really bad. I mean, I guess I can open and then hope for the best. I was hoping that my little dude here would be cool because he's very long range, but unless he pops it open right. Actually, that wasn't terrible. Okay, I'm happy. So here the plan's finally starting to come together. I got 2 alchemists here on that one. It's kind of a bummer that he's here, but I feel like if I didn't have him, we'd be losing a lot more balloons than I would need to lose. So I'm gonna shimmer you and shimmer you. There we go. And then we're gonna unpop army. I think that's gonna be a lifesaver here. We'll put it all the way back here. Opens tree down. And then if anything gets past us, we'll use this right here. But I am worried about 63 now that I think about it, because he's not good enough. The tree is only gonna last like 1 or 2 rounds. This might be good. I don't know, dude. I do know that we need him over here though, next to Oben, so we can get that camo. Plus, we do have the shimmer, of course, but just in case it misses. So what if we have 2 of these guys up to Jungle's bounty? Because then we'll have the money, and then we'll also have the strength for it on 63 to take down all the stuff. Plus these 2, I think will be okay. Plus we're getting more money. I just don't think we're getting more money than we would with the Spirit of the Forest, because Spirit of the Forest gives us $20,000 by the end of round 80, which is incredible if you think about it, and that's passively farming. But I got both of these to Lightning Druids, so that's pretty good. Now I need just more popping power for the Moab class, so maybe like 2 more of these guys. Yeah, put them like right there though. Would that be cool or no? Yeah, might as well put them right there. Oh, 63 just flew by. I didn't even realize it. That's pretty awesome. I wonder what was the main killer of it. Was it probably the druids, to be completely honest? If I have 2 of them, that's pretty rocking. And then we had these as well. And they get constant graveyards when you put them that close to the front of the track, because they're always popping in their range, so you're good to go. So I have 3 arcane spikes, 1 on each end and then 1 in the middle for the cleanup. I got 2 sticky bombs, 1 on each end. 2 of these guys. We are more than sufficient on taking everything out. I wish we could do 80 a little faster. I mean, we don't need these guys anymore. We don't need the extra money. So we could probably buy like something else. So how about one of these just for the last little bit? It'll help take out 80 a little bit quicker. Let's do it. Get him out of here. Is it going to be just as fast as that last one? No, see how it is? It's just slow. It's so slow. We need a fast way to take out ZOMGs on magic monkeys only, but that's just me. We'll go here, double, triple click advance, hard, double HP Moab. You guys know the drill, and this is just like hard, just a little bit slower. We have to have a Moab Assassin for round 40. Okay, we're gonna use our good old fashioned Moab Assassin strategy for this one. And then it's instantly gone, which is awesome. And then I am going to buff up both of these because they are both sharpshooters, which is awesome. And now they're both gonna be wrecking everything. And I don't really know what to do early on for the Moabs. I never do. We just kind of let them like sink out, which is kind of a bummer. So I think we'll use Oben's Tree, of course, just for a last case speed scenario here. And then we'll use 2 bombs on each side for now while we build up our farms and money. And no, I'm not going to keep on like Moab assassing everybody. I wouldn't even time that right. So it'd just be a waste of time. So I think this is a solid play. We'll see how it goes on 50, but like 2 more farms will be great. Let's see how it goes. And it's not, Oben ended up cleaning it up anyway. Okay, so I need to rethink this one. What'd be cool is 2 of these guys would be solid too, 2 crossbow masters. Because look how far that went. And those 2 Moab Maulers did absolutely nothing. How about 2 spike factories up top and bottom as well? So maybe that'll help clean that up, because the sharpshooter with the alchemist isn't doing as good as I thought it would. I mean, they are double HP, so it's understandable. But I think our best way is just still going to be a Spectre. I mean, it always is, right? I've been resetting Oben's tree a lot too, because the Moabs are making it into the tree. So I reset it, get the money in, so I can make sure that doesn't happen again, or like something slips through. And see, like right here, we're going to get a chunk of it, which is really awesome. I honestly don't know if we're going to be good for 63. So I think I'm going to sell my spike factories here. Well, let's do the first rush with our tree. That was a little scary, so I am going to sell and buy the Spectre just to be 100% safe. And if you don't have enough for that, if you are using this as a guide, just sell the bombs. Like, you don't need them. It's just speeding it up a little bit. But the Spectre will hang for most part on this. So I'm going to try this out here. I'm going to see if 2 Spectres are better, and I think they will be. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have 2 Spectres, and then we're going to grab a 3rd Spectre. I think this is our best plan here, because these will sell for over $20,000. So I just need 5,000 bucks, and we can have 3 to carry us the last 10 rounds. I'll be as fast as we could possibly go, unless we did like crazy farming techniques, which I don't think are any faster, because you have to take the time to do them all. And you have to build up that bottom path village, and then you got to build up your farms and sell them. And the meanwhile, you're just losing a lot of time to pop. So let's just run it this way and see if it works out. There we go. We're still seeing these things. That is so crazy to me. What if we put some of these down there too? I actually think these are helping a lot. I do not see that many Moabs coming out, and then when I do, they're pretty quickly destroyed. So I added an overdrive to both sides and then an alchemist over here, because we have to take on that big old ZOMG on 80. So I'm thinking that'll help out a lot, because look how fast it's taking down fortifies, which is awesome. And we got 3 Spectres and attack. Like, this should be so quick, and it's just not. But I think that was actually faster than the last one, which was pretty cool. Imagine Monkeys only. And we just got 660 bucks for that. I love doing harder maps. All right, half cash, here we go. I'm a little nervous about it, but I do have a plan, which is awesome. So we're just gonna use our free dart monkey and literally just let him just yeet and just lose a bunch of stuff here, because it's gonna be slow. That's all there is to it. We can't go fast, but we can get an Oben early on, and he will drastically speed things up and keep us from losing. Half cash is just awful. Let's be real. I always complain about reverse, think it's useless, but half cash is just awful. Like, why do you need it? We should just use double cash, and then you'll have normal hard mode pretty much, right? But I'm going to use an ability every single time that it's there, just to mitigate losing tons of lives. So every time it pops up, I'm using it. And then I'm going to slowly build up this guy to a sharpshooter. It's going to take 20 years, but once we have it, we'll have a complete lead and camo popping team. That took for absolute ever, but now we have a solid team here. We got lead, he can even pop camo with his brambles, and then we got this guy who can just literally pop everything else. Now for the Moab, I am concerned, because 1, Oben can put his bramble up here because he does it to me sometimes. 2, we really don't have anything to help that much. Like, this guy can work, but then if we, there's just so many hard things about half cash. There's, what is there, like a handful, maybe 4 or 5 towers that can actually take down the Moab. So you'd have to use, like, you could use a Moab Mauler, yeah, sure, and you put it right here, and it'll get all these pops right there. But then the problem is, how are you gonna clean it up? You just spend all your money on the Mauler. So then you could get like a top path boomer, but you can't afford the very top path, so you end up with like the kind of the gross one. So I have come to the conclusion that I think sharpshooter is going to be the best half cash tower, like, going forward. And I don't know why I didn't use it earlier, because he does just shred through everything. And there is RNG, but we are able to click home without losing that black border, which is nice. So it's not like it's chimps mode and you just messed up the entire run and have to start it all over. But given that the crits are random, and given the fact that Oben's brambles are his rambles are random, you can have some issues. But I'm making it sound all crazy. It's going to go perfectly. You know why? Because we're filming and the cameraman never dies. We're going to make this thing perfect. Now, I don't know what I do after this, though. I think I put like a bomb somewhere. I don't actually remember. So we'll just have a bomb out for it just in case. And then we're going to put it here. Okay, now we need to put this Oben bramble down. Okay, we're good. We're good. Are we good? Okay, that was not bad. I think we're good. Yeah, okay, not bad. We only lost a few lives. But you see how that was completely random? I have popped the Moab here several times, and then that time it didn't, because normally like one shot from this guy, but if the alchemist doesn't hit it just right, then guess what? You're dunked on. Okay, next we're gonna need camo. I don't think this guy can cut it, so we'll use Oben for now. I hope I don't lose to this. Oh, we have his tree. Let's just use his tree down. That'll make sure that we don't have any camo problems. I totally jumped the gun, but I was like, this guy's not strong enough to take down everything, so we definitely need like a camo one. So I guess we'll just get, that's such a waste of money on half cash, right? But if you just use a shimmer, it's going to be down here and just be a total waste unless you put it in the middle. Now we can't pop camo until it gets to the middle. Well, I guess this is the best course of options. Best course of action or best course of options? I try to be cool and use like little sayings and stuff, but I don't know half of them. So we're going to go with this one, and then I am going to get it straight to jungle drums. I feel like that's safer maybe. Oh, the open just yeets it all. I love it. So I got up to primary training. I've reset my tree, but now the problem we're having is that it's just slow. I mean, it's always the case when it comes to this. Like, I guess it's really nothing to complain about. Half cash is always just slow, but I just feel like we're always so behind on it, and this is where we lose a chunk of our time. But it's still, at the end of the day, it's better than losing. And we actually haven't made any mistakes yet. Normally, we were like, oh my gosh, I didn't pop that in time. And then we have like one red balloon that takes 20 years to get around the track, and you're really upset about it. Well, that hasn't happened in this case, which is really, really nice. Now, I want to get this one an Alchemist, but I don't think that's the smartest play. I feel like I should get another bomb for now just to make sure we can get past 63. Yeah, it's probably a way safer play. So look how long this BFB is taking. That is ridiculous. We're going to be here all day. I'm going to actually save my... I think I should save my tree, though. I really do. And I am going to Alch buff you a little bit. Just a little bit. Now we blast the tree. Just to be a safe side so we don't have any problems. And then I do have my finger on escape if we need it in case something slips through. But am I going to be fast enough? Probably not. I'm always messing that up. Oh, dude, the bombs are so good. And the sharpshooter's actually doing some good damage here, which is awesome. 37,000 pops. Not bad. Oh, tax evasion. I love that name, by the way. I was telling you guys names earlier. That one's great. You guys come up with some funny stuff. All right, so now we're going to just add bombs, I guess. Just a ton of them. Because if it took down 63 like that, it'll take down 76 and 78. Plus, they're also really good at taking down Moab class. They're not the best or the strongest, but if there's enough of them, they will do the job, which is just really cool, to be completely honest, because like the middle path bomb only takes out Moabs. It's like its only job, and it's not even good at that. And so you end up with this junky thing. The top path only stalls balloons. Doesn't really do that much either, in my opinion. But the bottom path can shred all balloons like it's nobody's business, except for the black ones. It just literally won't hit them unless you have like a MIB or a Striker Jones, which that wasn't always the case. It used to actually hit the black balloons, now it just doesn't. But regardless, you get a bunch of them. They also take down the Moab class, as you just saw right there. It was taken down before it got to the tag. I will give one big thing of credit to half cash is that once you can feel comfortable with half cash, not that you ever do, because I don't feel comfortable with it. We just do what we got to do. But once you get decent enough at it, you realize what you can do on chimps mode, because yes, you do have monkey knowledge and stuff, but at the same time, we're taking down all the way to around 80 with just a few bombs and some little things here and there. So once you start to be able to do things with half the cash, the ones with more cash don't even seem that difficult. And it's pretty easy, just like that was right there. But do you guys remember back in the day, a few runs ago, we would also get in there and try our best to farm super, super hard just so we could use something like a crossbow master. And it was just like the goofiest thing I've ever done. And we would spend all of our time farming just to sell everything and hopefully get a juggernaut or a dart monkey, and then our lives would be ruined. It was so crazy. But we do not have any camo. We're on alternate balloon rounds. I need to think before I start talking. I had a cool little, anecdote about the past there, but I just completely need to pay attention. For this one, I'm going to spam Oben's Brambles too, just because we do get camos that come by and sometimes you can't hit them. And then also you might as well, because it makes the popping a lot faster because we don't have to wait for anybody to pop when all these brambles just take everything out. Now, I'm a little worried about camo lead, so I guess we'll just rock it this way with the full metal jacket. And that'll take out at least the one on round 24. And then if there's others, I'm hoping our ninja combo that we're going to have here with the alchemist will do okay. But do I really want that though? Because then we're going to have a fortified Moab on round 40. 40 fortified. Fortified. Yeah, there you go. It's the same word. Okay, losing a lot to camos here. I didn't think about that one. Oh, wow, that's a lot of camos too. Is that gonna be a problem? Yes. Okay, we need to think that one through. I started farming like crazy, and then I realized like probably not the play. So what we need to do here is actually sell you. I really wanted this one up there, but I don't think it's gonna be a smart plan. We'll sell you, buy this one. Oh, we don't have enough for it? Oh, sell. Oh my goodness, did I just mess it up twice because I didn't hit the right button to sell? Okay, this is called panic, guys. This is how you mess things up and mess up your perfect times. So we're gonna buy, sell this one, and then we don't have enough for that yet, so we'll just buy this one. That's kind of a bummer, but we'll do it. I really wanted to keep my farm, and that was just a waste of even buying it at this point. But it's what's necessary because I totally forgot 36 is like crazy if you don't have the right stuff. But basically, I was trying to go for 4 farms into a plane, get at the village and the alchemist all before 40. And I'm thinking like, what am I thinking here? But I actually might still be able to pull it off since I have the extra farms and stuff, which is cool. How are we going to do this? Let's see if we can take it out. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Yes. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We're safe. Whew, that was a little scary, but we're good. Now remember, we're going to have Moabs coming out our ears with this one. So I'm actually going to do what we did before. We're going to get a double discount one here, which is just, again, wasting more time, wasting more money. I don't know if this is the best, but that's just what I like to do. And now I can buy this radar scanner, and now we have a bunch of camo recovered. So I am getting very greedy here, but Oben's tree or his cave is taking out everything without a problem. So I'm really not too worried about it. I do think we need more than what we have here. But again, I just kind of want to leave it be, and I want to get this up to this one. Oh, dude, Oben, you're scaring me, but you got this. You're a total carrier right now. Okay, I did it. There we go. We got our farm up, or village, I mean, and we got this one. And then can we take those? No, we cannot. That was bad. That was a bad idea. What am I doing here, guys? I'm just trying to get so greedy, and I shouldn't. I definitely should not. So what we're going to do there is buy this one instead and then go for it. Because, I mean, it's a BFB on 40, which is just crazy, or 54. And then I'm going to sell. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell all this stuff to buy a farm, because that's what we do, right? And then we'll sell the other 2 to grab our Spectre. And now I'm happy. I'm happy with everything that we got. So we just need $15,000. Can we do it in time? Yes, we can. Okay, sell, buy. There we go. That's all we needed. And then I think I'm safe to sell everything, to be completely honest. There we go. And then, oh my gosh, you dumb person. You dumb person. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I literally sold everything on the camo round. That was so goofy. If it wasn't for Oben's tree, I would have had to hit home again. Why is this so rough? I think I'm just trying to go too hard, and I, again, wasted time because I made mistakes, but I'm very happy with our time still. I think we're going to get through Impoppable in less than like 17 minutes. So we are still in the running for a top 10, if not like a top 5 right now. Like, I'm pretty stoked about this. All right, I'm going to get the Moab Eliminator for this one and see how big of a difference it makes. Because, you know, there's 2 ZOMGs on 80. So we're going to take out the first one with the fortified guy with the flying fortress. And then we're going to blast the second one. And it should be the quickest thing we've ever seen, hopefully. So there's the first one. And I'm just going to keep clicking the ability. And that should just take it out instantly, right? There we go. Perfect. And now we're on Impoppable, not too bad. So we did have a little bit of a fumble there, but I don't think it's affecting our time as much as I would think it would. And we can start with an Oben on here. That's pretty awesome, actually. So I'm going to do something a little different here. And what I mean is we're going to set this up very properly. So I'm going to put my sniper there to clean up things in the front. And then at the end, if anything happens, I'm going to keep using my brambles, and I'm going to set up what we've been doing for the primary and the beginner maps and the intermediate maps, or sorry, not the beginner maps, the beginner mode, and then medium mode. Because what I would like to do is have a good solid setup and then start farming like crazy, so we can speed through the beginning, do decent through the middle, and then speed through the end. I feel like that's the best course of action, because I always end up fumbling or having a scare part or clicking something wrong with the planes or the dumb village or not having camo, and I just don't need that right now. We need to do really, really well so we can have a really solid time. Our own personal goal, if not to be the best time possible, is just to keep it under 2 hours and 30 minutes, because that means that we made very, very few mistakes and did it as fast as we could. I mean, some maps are a little bit longer and just things happen, but for the most part, you can keep it under 2 hours and 30 minutes on many of the maps if you just play well. But that doesn't matter. We're going to keep it under that even. I think we can do under 10th place. I really do. Because 10th place is 2 hours and 25 minutes. If I can knock this out in 15 minutes, that would give us nearly 20 minutes on chimps mode. Is that enough? So unfortunately, when you don't farm on Impoppable, you have absolutely no money, and it makes it harder than chimps sometimes. So we do not have enough to get a sharpshooter on both sides and an alchemist on both sides before 40. So I think we're just gonna have to let that side be a little weak. That's why I got the druid, just to be on the safe side, so we don't have like too much of a delay. But I think with 2 sharpshooters, 2 alchemists, and then this little team over here just to clean things up, I think we can farm like up to 4 farms quickly. But then what round will that put us at? Will that put us at 50? Which I don't think should be a problem if we have both of these guys. So I'll use the ability there. There we go. And the druid has camo now, I believe. Yeah, as long as Oben has his level, what is it, like 7? I think we're okay. So this is probably the first time I've ever done this. I've gone this far into a mode before I start farming. So I'm gonna see if it worked out, if it paid off, because we have everything covered. We have camos covered, purples covered, leads covered. Do you guys use powers when you play? Do you always put the farmer down? Like, I feel like we should, since technically a farmer costs what, like 50 bucks, 40 bucks or something, and you're going to be making over 600, I think 700 or 800 on this one particularly. Like, it does not hurt to use a farmer for sure. And you don't have to worry about losing bananas and potentially losing. But that's my biggest fear. Oh, we have Oben's tree too. I totally forgot about that. My biggest fear is when you come in here, and I've done it so many times. I'll use a farmer, I think I'm gonna go the distance, make a dumb move, and guess what? Not only did I lose the opportunity cost of losing that game and not getting that money, but I also legit lost the money on the farmer. So long story short, you end up blowing like 200-300 bucks on a farmer because you keep losing. Oh, no. That's not a good sign. We'll just make it off center then. No, how about here? Make a little L. Because the dart, I should have put it there, but the dart monkey's in the way. See, we're taking out the Moab class way too slow here. I don't know what we could do to like boost it up a little bit. I mean, we could village these guys, but that's just too much money, so that's not worth it to me. Honestly, Oben's saving the day here. If he didn't just suck up all the Moabs and then make the round in right there, this would take so much longer. Like if we had Sada, you'd have to use her ability and she'd have to chop him up, and then we have to take down the ceramics underneath. He just literally just disappears them. I think Benjamin would be pretty good because you have the Trojan, but still you have to take it down. Oben's just letting us take it down without having to do any work to it, which is pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. Here's sort of our start now, hopefully, but then we're not going to have enough for it because if I buy this, see, the problem is we just do not have enough for 63. So I think what we should do is just bomb it and just make it easier on ourselves, and then we can sell the bombs for those later on. I think that's the best play here. Yeah, because that should be enough with 2 of those guys. This one, that should be solid. Let's see how it goes here. And oh, dude, of course we have the tree plus the bombs. That's super awesome. See, I think this is safer. Now we're not going to have Flying Fortress on like round 10 like we normally do, you know, but I feel like this is so much cleaner and we can guarantee safety and consistency. And now we have Monkey Town, Monkey City, Monkey-opolis, but now we still don't have a Spectre, which is just absolutely insane. This would be so much faster if we did, right? So I feel like that's what we should do before we buy anything else. Because like right now we're fighting a BFB that we could take down in 2 seconds if we had a Spectre. Okay, bad plan. We should have not done that. I mean, it's safer and I feel good about it, but after you see how fast the Spectre is, you're just like, oh, what was I thinking there? So I guess what we'll do now is we'll just farm a little bit better. Because at least we'll be solid now. We can sell everything later, buy the Flying Fortress, call it a day. You know the drill. Hopefully by 80 maybe. Because if I sell all of these, we'll have enough for it. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Totally good. Even buy another one if we wanted to, just because. And since we're trying to go fast and safe, I think the best plan would be to grab another one of these. And this one's discounted, which is nice. And then get a Spectre and then sell the Spectre and the 2 farms for the Flying Fortress, because then we don't have to sit there and wait with just the Spectre. We have 2 Spectres, which do more damage. See, because 2 Spectres taking out a ZOMG is like the slowest thing on this planet. So we have 25,000, 47,000, 69,000. I mean, we honestly have enough right now. We could just sell it all. And I think I probably should, right? But I like keeping the farms here just because. So I'm going to do this for 85 since 85 is so slow. We'll sell one, sell another, and then we have Flying Fortress and we still have our farm here, which is cool. And then eventually we're going to sell all of that. So I'll just buy this for now. Now we're safe against DDTs, against everything, to be completely honest. I can out buff it with the permanent brew. I mean, this is the same song and dance that we always do. I'm just trying to get there a little bit faster now, right? And see what's the best way of we could do this. But there's our permanent brew. Get rid of the sniper there. And then I could sell both of these for this guy. And then that should be more than enough to take down everything as quickly as possible. We got a permanent brew on a carpet of spikes, which we can use that ability. And 95 comes through. Oh, we don't even see the DTs. That's what I like to see, or not see, I guess you'd say. So technically speaking, I think it is faster to do what we normally do. Kind of sack the beginning a little bit. Farm as hard as we can, and then sell everything by 80 at the Flying Fortress, because you do get more money at the end. So it's not like you're going to be hurting and you're not going to lose. I'd rather waste an extra couple of frames to take down the ZOMGs and DDTs than to like sacrifice all that beginning time that we wasted. Because during the, we didn't even have the Spectre till like the 80s, was it? That was pretty crazy. But this is more than sufficient. Let's do this too. Let's bomb it. I didn't know it was going to take that long. A little faster. There we go. Okay, last one. We're on chimps mode. Let's rock this through. Play triple advanced. Last one. No losses. We have not lost yet technically. We just had to do some crazy stuff. But for this, we're going to do a triple dart start, which is ugly. And sometimes it gives me problems on round 10, but you just never know. It's just like one of those up in the air type things. But so far, we've started with Oben on every single game mode, even Impoppable. That's crazy. He's that cheap. but now we don't have that, unfortunately. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a sniper right here. And I just like to keep everything kind of like close together just because I'm weird. But he's only to make sure we don't lose until we get our Oben. And we won't have any problems unless round 10, that little rush comes through at the end. And they just, like I said, they just miss for some reason. But luckily it's quick enough that it's only going to shave like an hour off, or an hour, like a minute off of our time. Here's what I was worried about, but we should be okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Totally fine. It's literally random every time. You never know. Okay, we're going to put Oben here. Oben there. Hurry up, Oben. Okay. Now we're going to get another sharpshooter, or a sharpshooter for chimps mode. Just we got one earlier in our game too. I would like to get one of these just because the camo is going to be a little bit rough, and I'm trying not to use abilities if I don't have to, just because I like to make these as clean as possible. And then now I'm just going to worry about taking out that Moab. Hopefully the sharpshooter is enough to take out all the camo rounds, because I'm not going to have camo until after, but I think he should be. If Sada can solo all of them, I would imagine like a $3,000 dart monkey could for sure, right? Now you heard me talking about the mer monkey. So I could assume that you could assume that this was going to be our main power tower, but it's garbage early on, right? So I'm a little nervous about it. So I'm only going to get it up to a glaive ricochet with the lead one, because I think that's super strong, super good. And then I think we should just worry about alk buffing this guy for now, because that'll guarantee taking down the Moab. So, okay, so we're going to use our bramble, this one to take it down. Hopefully, okay, good. He took down 37. That was one I was worried about. Hopefully this guy will help out a little bit for the ceramics underneath the Moab. Hopefully Oben won't put his bramble up here. That could be really bad. Okay, that's good. We got that one. We got that one. And we got that one. Okay. Now we're going to use our ability here. Use our ability, and he put it in a good spot. I'm super stoked with that. That was perfect. Okay, couldn't have worked out better. Okay, we're going to put this one as far to the left as we can. Far to the left. Okay, then we're going to get camo first. And with it at primary training and radar scanners, so now all this whole crew can see camo, I am going just to go the distance all the way up to the fifth tier. We're going up to the 5th with the boomerang. Now there's absolutely no reason not to just throw down a tree and just leave it there. And then if it gets reset, then use it. We just need to make sure we have our boomer by 63. Otherwise we'll get destroyed. But the tree, or I keep calling it tree, the cave, is just a safety mechanism in case something silly happens. The RNG randomness of chimps, especially on advanced and expert maps. The only scary part about the trees is that it keeps our money, and like we need our money on chimps, right? It's not like you just have farms and stuff. So if it doesn't reset by 63, I don't know if we'll have enough for this glaive lord if he is sucking up some of our money. Okay, good, it's gone. I like that. Hopefully we just don't lose to it. See how close we are though? We like might not even have enough. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, take it out, take it out, take it out. Take it out, please. I'm gonna bramble here just in case. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's get it, let's get it. Okay, good. Oh my goodness, I didn't even have a tree. So that was super lucky right there. We don't need a tree no more because, you know, boomerang. But we are gonna be going slow. Like this is pretty slow to me. Like luckily he is flinging those things at the front, making it a lot faster. No, he actually does do some damage across the board, doesn't he? Oh my goodness. But we might as well just have our tree down just to suck things up in case they are taking a little bit too long. And then we're gonna grab attack zone. And now we have the destroyer of all Bloon class. And then we have Moab class, and then we have the destroyer of Bloon class. So these two together, perfect synergy, especially the primary training, which is awesome. And then we're gonna throw another primary in there, which is awesome. Everybody's so good here today. We're gonna grab an embrittlement, which will just make this guy even more better. Same with him. And then we're going to throw in our cool little mer monkey. And that's what I meant. He wasn't the main tower, wasn't the best tower. But what he does is he guarantees round 98 and 100 are just shredded, because I don't know what is up with that tower, but it's just such nonsense. So we're going to put it right here, actually, so we can be in range of Oben and the village. And we could place it here. Just sometimes I don't have enough room. And if you guys are using this as a guide, I would like you just to have the best thing you can have. We're going to go all the way down to Alluring Melody. And then Symphonic Resonance with the Trident Swiftness. And we're going to place it right here in the middle of the two little cross path areas. And now we're golden. And reset your tree every now and often too, in case it does actually collect balloons. You don't want to be wasting that stuff. Now, we're pretty much good. Like, look how good this stuff is. It's going to take forever, but it's good. Now, the reason I had you put the village all the way over to the left there is because I want this one right here. That was a weird voice I just made. But I want it right there. And the reason why is because on a normal run on chimps, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But if you have it over here, because if it doesn't reach for whatever reason, you have to put it here. He slows these down and you have to wait 20 minutes for them to get there. So it's better to have it here so it's all in their face. And then you don't have to like stress about like taking an extra 20 minutes. Because even this one is like slowed down a little bit to where it's a problem. Now I jumped the gun here against my plan that I had in motion ready to just destroy this thing. It was supposed to be the final harmonic and then the glue gunner, and I just spent like 8 grand on this thing. So I'm hoping it already slows things down. Like it's a last case thing at the very end so we can make sure we take down DDTs and like the 98 and stuff. So I'm a little concerned I just messed some things up here, made it slower. I'm hoping we can still beat it with this. Like what happens when DDTs start flying out and this guy doesn't spin them around and the next thing you know, he doesn't get dunked on. Look how slow this is. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're right on the cusp here. I'm not sure if we're going to get that under 10 spot. I think it's just because of the map, right? Now, if I put Oben's tree not in the middle, but like up here, would he throw the final harmonic right into it? That's not something I want to test right now, but like right now the tree's not in the final harmonic path or the resonance one. So what if it was? Would that just be insane? Okay, right before, I know we can take 90 on its own. Like that shouldn't be a big deal. We have this one with the embrittlement. Like there should not be a problem. Don't mess us up here. Yeah, easy stuff. Okay, cool. And then we're going to have this one in time. Perfect. And if you didn't know, the final harmonic mixed with this one is just a massacre. Like it's the dumbest thing in this game. It's just so brokenly crazy. I mean, it's awesome on our end, but you'll see what it does to the bat. And you're just like, are you kidding me? Before it took me like 16 first strikes or like 12 abilities of the Moab Eliminator. Now it's just done. But his downfall, his kryptonite is definitely the DDTs. They just slide right through. So that gets a little scary. And if it wasn't for this guy right now, we would have just lost there if you didn't see that. So I am going to put another tree out that Oben's not even messing with. Well, maybe no. Maybe the final harmonic made it look like it was leaving and then it would have gone back here and started over, which is kind of cool. I am going to tree for 95 just because this one scares me every single time. I don't know why. It's just, I don't like it. I'm going to actually bramble too, just because, again, I hate this one. I hate this one. You just never know. There's just so many that sometimes they just come out and you're just like, what the heck just happened? But between the embrittlement and the boomer, I don't see us having an issue, but you never know. Okay, there's my safety blanket. Oh, come on, there it is. There's my safety blanket. I love it. I mean, that leaves us a lot of money left, so I'm just gonna grab an alchemist here for this one. Dude, look at how long that takes. That's so crazy. Yeah, dude, I don't think so. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier, where I was saying like, oh, if you use an ice strategy, it's really cool, but it's slow. I think that's what we just did here on accident. The final harmonic, it just makes it take longer. And then we got the glue gunner making them slower. It's just a little scary. Now, is this going to be okay? DDTs, are we good? We're not going to leave the track or nothing? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, that was scary. Okay, now we got this. Just do it. Do your stuff there, buddy. There should be, yeah, look at, oh my goodness. That is so insane to me. Oh my goodness, that is so broken. All right, so we click home, triple tap advance. There's our underground FN9. Boom. 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 6 seconds. That puts us in 17th place, our 3rd place advanced map. Not what I was looking for, but as you can see, we're right on the cusp of everything. Everything's in that 27, 26, 25, 24 range. So it's a big fight to that finish. And as long as you do it solid and don't make mistakes, so I think we probably could have saved a couple of minutes and put us in that like at least 12th, 13th spot, even top 10 if we didn't mess up on alternate balloon rounds so many times. But that map was scary and kept messing me up. We do have that magic monkey knowledge, so we might as well just keep going these ones down the row until we could finally finish it. We have $102,000 in monkey money. So you guys always ask, how do I get my monkey money? That's how you play the game. We've done nothing crazy except for play the game, and we're loaded. And we have 42 black borders. It looks beautiful. We're getting through it. And the next one is going to be Sanctuary. I've been working on it. I am ready for it. So our expert map, 3rd expert map, and one of the hardest in the game. We're actually going to do it. I'm really excited for it. So stay tuned for that one. And if you have not yet, check out this video where we black bordered Cover Garden as fast as we possibly could. That's every single game mode as quickly as possible.